Been another crazy ass week on the news, man. Another crazy week on
Like
social
usual.
media, in the media, on TikTok, on Facebook, Instagram. It's going crazy, man. I think the craziest thing I'm seeing so far is you got the most unlikeliest person taking up for Donald Trump.
Yeah, kinda, sorta, kinda not. If you watch the whole interview, he don't mess with nobody white, but it sound good. The way they clipped it make it sound real good.
It's crazy because if you look at Instagram like me and the clips I seen, you got the one and only Dr. Umar. We're gonna get to that in a minute. And I know y'all heard what Elon Musk said. If Trump loses,
It's gonna be some scary times, man. It's gonna be a one world order.
and whatever y'all do, man, don't get that Tesla robot. Just don't get it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
This is for
Entertainment
entertainment.
and just funniness at all. Elon Musk, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying. And then you got the lady Savannah Hernandez,
Raw, she's raw.
who's speaking out big time on the illegal immigrants and the housing situation that's going on right now in Maine, correct?
Crazy.
There's some real BS going on up there, man. And you got the representative Republican from Kentucky, Thomas Massey,
Stood
up in that building and said what he had to say and putting some shit on blast. And to be honest to you, I'm surprised he ain't get smoked like how they did the whistleblower from ABC.
Oh, dang.
Once again, this is just for entertainment only.
He got a point.
Just entertainment. Thomas Massey, be careful.
Allegedly.
We don't know.
We don't know if the whistleblower got smoked. We just
heard something about a fatal car wreck. That's all we heard. And you got keep rolling. And you got the physics professor on creating hurricanes.
This isn't unusual. I don't understand why people, even Joe Biden, even Ron DeSantis was like, no, hurricane is hurricane season. I see everybody what they're talking about. They're trying to push this. That's not true. We do a hurricane season every year. No, they do cloud seeding. They do. I mean, we seen them doing it in Dubai for the droughts. You know what I'm saying? They created a bunch of storms. So you're saying it couldn't happen over here? Cap.
Yeah, I know the biggest everything everybody is P Diddy this, P Diddy that, P Diddy this. But hold on, what did a real judge had to say about P Diddy? We're gonna get to that last. But we're gonna crank this up, man. What's going on with Dr. Umar, the most extreme black supremacist I ever heard of?
Yeah.
Speaking out for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Open your eyes up, man.
It's crazy. It really is. If y'all know like I know,
look what kind of shirt he got.
He called white people the enemy. So if you know like I know, kind of crazy.
They playing games, bro. They are absolutely playing games. You know, Art, when I look at this election, I believe that the global white power structure wants Kamala. I absolutely do. The Democratic agenda is so in alignment with the one world order. Everything from the LGBT to the kids to the COVID,
man.
You know, all of that is in alignment with what they want to do. The problem is Donald Trump is so popular. See, Donald Trump is a nationalist, Art. They don't want a nationalist. They don't want someone who's looking out for the best interests of America. They want someone who's looking out for the best interests of the global elites. And that is the Democrats. The question is, are they willing to cheat Trump out of the election and risk a full-scale revolt? That's the question.
They are.
That is the question. Are we willing to risk a social catastrophe if Donald Trump is cheated out of the election? In my opinion, Art, I believe he's the front runner. Even though they're reporting that Kamala has a slight edge, I'm not buying it. I believe Donald Trump is the front runner. And I believe he won the last election. I believe he beat Joe Biden, but got cheated.
Ooh.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all a little bit of backdrop that I know from this guy, Mr. Dr. Umar. If we had some more clips, I'd show him, but I ain't even got to show y'all. Could just go on YouTube or Google and just type in his name and listen to some of his stuff. I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk about him a little.
Don't get it twisted. Don't take away from this man's intellect or his education, because he's extremely intelligent, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's extremely intelligent. He is just very pro-black, like on another level pro-black. Like
Very.
Yahweh Ben Yahweh, Malachi Zior,
Yeah.
Farrakhan, all of these people, right? The old Malcolm X before
Yeah.
he went to Mecca type of deal. This is what type of time he's on. It's not uncommon. We've seen it plenty of times. It is just what it is. What it is. He's still very intelligent.
Very much so. Very much.
I mean, he owns a school. I mean, he's doing a lot for the community. But he's an extremist. He's just winning on Donald Trump, saying that this is why he's so popular. Matter of fact, go to the Art of Dialogue and watch that whole interview, because that's a raw podcast. All the podcasts I've seen so far with him been amazing.
Yeah.
Y'all go watch it. Tune in, subscribe to his channel, watch it. And you're going to see him also go in on Donald Trump too, because white people the enemy when it comes to him.
You know the agenda they push on Trump. He's supposed to be a scream racist and a scream sexist and all this stuff. But this is I'm telling you, this is one of the most pro-est black people you ever gonna meet or see on YouTube. Telling you what he's telling you, because I've been thinking to myself, why do they want this lady in office so bad?
Yeah.
And they sitting here playing in our face, like I keep saying over and over, with her bullshit and BS that she's putting on. She'll say this, then do that, say this, say that. And can't no man on this planet convince me that Joseph Biden wasn't a complete puppet for somebody else or powers that was pulling the strings. This man couldn't even think straight
And
at all.
that ABC whistleblower that ended up getting in a car crash, he did say that debate was rigged.
Yeah.
And he worked for ABC. And he said he's not a Trump supporter. He just believes that we need a real debate. And it was just staged. She knew all the questions. She told him what questions to stay away from. So how can you, I mean, the Democratic Party didn't even have a primary, so no one even voted for her to be in this position.
Just got put there. I mean, it was a perfect plan, because they all kind of see after that first debate with Joe Biden and Donald Trump, the way Donald Trump that happened played out, they knew Joe Biden probably didn't stand a chance. So what was the best possible way to beat out Donald Trump in this election? Simple. Put a black woman up there.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to tug at the strings of black people to say, look, y'all finna vote for this extreme racist ass white dude, or vote for this pro-black woman who's really in the end and whatever she might be.
And I mean, that is a very big basis for their voters, women and black people.
Of course.
They've been voting for Democratic because they are pro-choice, for women to do what they want to do with their body. And supposedly, I don't know what they did for black people, but that's the image they paint to make it look like they did.
Yeah,
and they just had the vote for decades, honestly.
I just feel like it's just one of them situations to where these people, like Dr. Umar said, these white powers that be, who's behind the scene, it's just giving us the rope to hang ourselves again by voting for her. I just don't trust it. And I'm not telling who we ought to vote for or what not to vote for. I just don't trust it. I feel like she's another puppet who's on the puppet thing. And as of right now, me and my dog might be in the same boat. Because if Trump loses, we might be like Elon Musk. We might be out of gas, boy, I tell you.
And if you didn't watch this interview with Tucker Carlson on the Tucker Carlson Network, go watch it. Because you already know Elon Musk was a liberal.
Yeah.
He voted left this whole entire life until now. And this is why.
If Trump doesn't win this election, it's the last election we're going to have. Democrats, the Dem machine, has been importing so many people, bringing in so many illegals, flying in with this like CBP border app thing that nobody even knew about, like secret program. That's illegal, basically. It's illegal, but there's no action by the DOJ to actually to stop it from happening. Transporting large numbers of illegals to swing states. If you look at the numbers, these
Listen
are the numbers
what he about to
from
say.
the government website. So, like from the Democrat-administered government websites. Like, where do you get this data? From the government website that is run by Democrats. And there are triple-digit increases in illegals to all the swing states. And in some cases, it's like 700% over the last 3 years.
What?
That's nuts.
Now, these swing state margins are, sometimes 10, 20,000 votes. So what happens if you put, hundreds of thousands of people into each swing state?
Come on, man. You answer that for yourself. You know what's going to happen. And this type of games they playing. That's why I really believe they pushing this illegal immigrants coming in and going to allow them to vote. But damn, why they so scared of Trump?
They're scared of Trump because he's anti-establishment. He's not for this one world order, the Illuminati, whatever label you want to call it. I want to say the people that run it so bad. All I can say is we seen Kanye West try to
Don't
almost.
say it. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
I
'Cause
can't
one
get
of
us
us go
canceled,
in,
y'all.
then we all go through it. So don't do it.
But there's plenty of evidence of who really running things, and it's extremely obvious if you don't know by now. Called technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We're back. Elon Musk is basically letting you know what time it is, and Donald Trump is anti-establishment.
Yeah.
And there's too much out there saying who really run things. I wish I could say it, but I don't want to get canceled. You know what I'm saying? I got businesses to run, and they help me provide for my family, so I can't say it right now. But let's be honest, bro, because I done had this on my mind for a while now, bro. Do you think that these people really got us where they want us? Because honestly, bro, we know who's running things.
Of course.
You see what they're doing. It's mind-blowing. It's crazy. I just don't understand why there hasn't been a revolution yet to stand up against the people that is in power. You feel me? So it's like for so long they've been giving us all these little seeds of what they're doing and the agenda they're pushing. You see people getting the chips in their hands, and I'm not no whatever extremely religious person, even though I believe in a higher power.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, man, we done seen the whole agenda, what they're doing with the food, what they did to the water, now what they're doing to animals. We see Bill Gates owning all the farmland, what they're trying to do in Africa farmland. It's crazy. It's mind-blowing what's going on, and no one's really doing nothing about it, honestly. So it's kind of like they got us where they want us, bro.
They got us, but I'm trying to figure out how far do they want us, because they got us where I want us, but when is enough is enough? Like, what else do they want from us? Because it's cutting to the point that every almost average person that I know, our whole life is just work. It really ain't living no more. We just working to survive. And I know for a fact we not finna push back on them because we're so programmed not to fight back. Like, it was a big deal when the union members not too long ago said, hey, we finna stand up together and say no. But us as a people, for some reason, that would never happen.
So it seems like we're getting to the point where either they really have us where they want us, or they have us at the point where they're about to get rid of us.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's the direction it looks like we're going in.
Yeah, because they playing heavy games right now. Because if you go to what that's at Maine right now, with Savannah Hernandez, she's showing people what the hell they doing to us, man. Let's just check this out real quick.
Yep.
Migrants are getting their rent paid for up to 2 years. Now, I wanted to give you guys a first inside look at these units. The migrants shared with us that they come furnished. So they have a flat screen TV in there, couches, tables and chairs, a bed. We also asked them as well, hey, are you paying utilities here? They shared with us that nope, they do not have a water bill. They do not have an electricity bill.
And what about the light and the water?
Everything is good. We don't pay anything.
Now, I wanted to focus in on this area of Maine because there is a housing crisis going on currently for residents, and these buildings were initially created for Maine residents, but then it was decided that homeless migrants would be living here.
79%
now, as an American,
can afford homes.
you can rent out one of these units, but a one-bedroom is going to run you about $1,800, and a two-bedroom is going to run you about $2,300. By the way, the average housing price for a house over here in Brunswick is about $480,000. So there was obviously a lot of outrage when it was first discovered that migrants were going to be housed here for free on taxpayer dollar.
And y'all keep hollering about this dumbass Project 2025. This is Project 2025 in y'all face, man.
In y'all face.
I'm talking about, I ain't even finna get into the black people and reparations. I'm finna get into something even more, little less drastic about the middle class who work our asses off non-stop and can't get nothing. There's no way to get ahead, but y'all willing to help out the migrants?
And use the money that you take from us for taxes. It's like, yo, this money is supposed to be helping better us. We're paying the government, the people that we elect in charge of us, to make the best decisions for us. And you're not.
Come on, man.
You're not.
I'm talking about places in North Carolina just got destroyed. These people was crying, begging, and pleading for help. But they say they ran out of money with FEMA, but you got enough money to pay all these people bills for 2 years.
Bro, we almost done paid out $1 trillion, hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine. We done paid Israel. We done paid
So much.
for the Hamas and all that. We done paid so much money from everything that's been going around outside of America, plus to the illegal immigrants that came into America from outside of America, right? Almost $1 trillion. And you gonna sit here and tell me in my face that we couldn't have given black people reparations?
Come on, man. But I ain't even want to get in that because it's
What?
everybody in America. If you don't know, even people outside of America already know America do not fuck with black people. That's already proven in stone, is written. So that's argument that pretty much like is kicking the dead horse.
Yeah,
But now that they ain't just playing in my face, they also playing in your face.
yeah.
Cause we just alike. We out here hustling, doing what we gotta do.
But we ain't even test the waters. Think about how much money, printing all this money hurt us.
Yeah.
Because it caused inflation and all the prices went up. The prices ain't go back down from nothing. House is still expensive. Gas has fluctuated a little bit. It still hasn't went down to $1 and some change. Right?
Yeah.
We're paying for this. So why couldn't we even test the waters? California was trying to give reparations away.
Yeah.
So we should have said, hey, let's try to give reparations in one state, see how it turns out. You know what I'm
They
saying?
ain't trying to have that shit. All right, they ain't trying to have that. They ain't trying to say. If I say that argument to me is like it's bullshit and it's fucked up, but it's like kicking the dead horse. We already know what it is. They already showed us so many times what it is and how they feel about us.
And we seen what the American Country Music Awards, whatever they're called, did to Beyonce.
Yeah.
And she did what? She did more numbers in country music than anybody. And y'all didn't even let her get any awards. Y'all said she can't, she's not even invited. She can't come. She can't part of this because we're gonna keep this to ourselves.
There's some bullshit going out there, man. There's a lot of bullshit going out
The
there.
country really just be telling on itself, honestly.
And people will see it and still don't get it. They just be like lost in the sauce because you had your boy from Kentucky, the representative, the Republican dude.
And that's the agenda, because they hiding what he really can expose them. But they put all this other stuff out here, so we really don't know what's going on. But when you hear what this man got to say, it'll make you think like this is what they got to be hiding. This is why they go to the extremes to do what they're doing, to hide information like this.
You know, Congress has paid over $17 million in hush money for sexual misconduct inside of the offices in these buildings.
Y'all heard him.
And what's more is that was taxpayer money, right? The allegation is that President Trump paid $130,000 of his own money. But here in Congress, there may be some on this dais. I mean, I'm for turning loose all of these records. Who in here has had the taxpayer pay for their sexual misconduct charges the hush money? I bet there's some over there. There may be some over here. I don't know, but I do know it's taxpayer money, and I do know not a single penny of it has been turned in as a campaign finance expense. Is the FEC going to investigate the $17 million that Congress has paid to settle, behind closed doors these sexual misconduct allegations?
So it's cool. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when anybody else do it. Cause you listen to what this man just told y'all. He telling y'all they playing with our money too to cover up their own hush money and sex scandals. So while they live out their own perverted, freaky ass dreams and do what they want to do, we gotta walk in line. And they using the taxpayer dollars.
And y'all done locked up Diddy for being a freak, for being on some freaky stuff. But these people over here using our money, taxpayer money. $17 million. Y'all got mad at Trump for $130,000 out of his own pocket?
Like they say, man, whoever control the media, control the narrative. Why is that not big news? Why that ain't big news? Why everybody ain't talking about that? Why is that so on the hush-hush? Why we had to dig up that video from somewhere out the cellar?
Oh, that's some sick, bruh. Bro, that's
All I
sick,
keep
bro.
hearing about is Diddy this, Diddy this. Did he do it? Did he not do it? Man, what Judge Joe Brown had to say about this whole situation, man, with the Diddy?
And Judge Joe Brown went in on it because this man he a judge. He knows what position people supposed to be playing, bro.
How you feel about the situation that Diddy in?
Let's say this. Something else is going on. They didn't raid, they searched with a warrant his premises on the West Coast, right? They searched his premises on the East Coast in Florida, right?
Right.
On the same property that the premises was located that they searched in Florida, he had a second mansion. They didn't touch that one. Why not? And when they walk out of there, they got a small trash bag and they have a medium-sized cardboard box. What was it they seized that would fit into those items? I have a sneaking suspicion from my background in criminal defense that what they seized was some evidence that was very incriminating to other people. Now, after they seized the evidence, they had no probable cause to arrest him on any crime. He hasn't been indicted. They talked to him at an airport before he got on a private jet to fly to an island that has no extradition agreement with the United States. Have you heard anybody trying to prosecute him?
Not at all.
So what did they do? See, the feds are interesting. Who served the search warrant?
Homeland Security.
Now, what the hell do they have to do with that? That's a FBI mandate.
Man.
See, Homeland Security deals with natural and man-made disasters. They deal with terrorist activity. Where does it come in to deal with sexual misconduct? That's the FBI, who came into existence to get Jack Johnson and set the foundation for the Mann Act, which was taking women across state lines for illicit purposes. They wanted to get Jack Johnson because he had a white wife and he took her with her friend girls across state lines to party. That's what they went after R. Kelly with. The Mann Act most recently. That's the FBI. So what are they investigating? Supposedly sexual misconduct? Why the hell do they have Homeland Security doing the search warrant when the FBI is just attending and watching? That's FBI business.
So, what they hiding?
What is they hiding? What they trying to cover up? I mean, did he do it?
Judge Joe Brown, he a lawyer too, bruh.
Oh, he be talking some shit now.
So, I mean, the man knows what he's talking about.
It's a real judge.
From personal experience, this man knows what he's talking about. So, I mean, the man is telling you, like, Diddy had something on somebody and they didn't want to know it, and they made sure Diddy was punished for it. They think about it, because they raided 2. They found what they were looking for, so they didn't have to raid the 3rd one.
Yeah.
On top of this, it's some Jeffrey Epstein stuff, because they put this man on suicide watch, bro.
Yep. Denied this man a bond. He was willing to pay so much money for a bond, but they denied him.
For no reason.
And they doing everything they can to paint a bad picture of this man, so no matter what he might say in the future, nobody gonna listen or believe. The only charge that they showed that he can be incriminated for, but trust me, you would get a bond for this charge, and that was for beating up Cassie allegedly on camera. But let's be real. That's a serious charge, but people bond out and go free all the time from that. And now they painting the picture so bad of this man, they making it a bad thing to be LGBTQ. When just last week, that was the thing to be.
He got a point. Cause y'all keep posting this stuff about him being with other male rappers.
Why is the problem now?
I thought it was cool. I thought it was a trend.
I mean, we ain't trending like that. Cause we ain't gonna tell you that right now. That's they trend that they pushing. But now,
the agenda
to make him look more uncredible, that agenda is a problem when he do it. I don't understand that. Like, I don't get it.
And no one has said anything the whole time. And all they've been saying is Diddy throws the wildest parties, the freak parties. And there's other people that threw crazy parties like this, crazy freak offs, where everybody's just running around naked, wild and stuff.
Just doing their thing. I mean, you had one person that we all could think of one person who was known for this at his mansion. These crazy freak offs with all these bunnies in there. And it was cool. What his name was again?
That's what they are, Playboy bunnies. Hugh Hefner.
Yeah. I mean, Wild was cool when he did, and that's a problem he did. And now, once again, if Diddy got anything to do with the kids and all that stuff there, or underage minors, I fully understand. Crucify him. Do what you do. But if he's just being a freak, that's his problem. Massey just told y'all what they doing in Congress. All them dudes is freak.
Lock this man up, but these people use $17 million that we paid them to keep them quiet, man. Come on, man.
And Diddy ain't just start being a freak, but why is it a big deal now? This wasn't just heard of last week, 2 weeks, and I'm watching how they take his old clips from old interviews and trying to spin them. Like, come on. So why is all this stuff a problem now?
The election coming up.
What they covering up?
I don't know, but I know that election around the corner and black people ain't voting for Kamala. You heard what Obama just said?
What'd he say?
He was like, he was going in talking about the sisters been out here, but the brothers, they ain't showing up. You seen it?
I heard it, but I'm trying to figure out now with this election, why is black people so important now? Why are we so important now? Like, what's going on? Reason why we so important right now, because they seen what we did when Obama won.
Yep.
And it's just that simple. They feel like we can do the same thing with Kamala Harris. And listen, black people, I'm not telling y'all who to vote for and what not to vote for. Do your own research and read, listen, look with an open mind. Don't just go with the media tell you. I'm telling you, in my personal experience and what I believe, whatever the mainstream media is telling you is good for you, especially us black people, it's usually bullshit, like cigarettes, rap music, and all the other fuck shit they push down our throat to trick us into going the wrong dumbass direction.
But the only thing they done that I personally seen to really help black people out was donate money to HBCUs. Now, I could understand the ones that were going to school to be a doctor because you need that to have this excellent job, or a lawyer or something. But the rest of that stuff, where a majority of people go $80,000, $120,000 in debt and end up working at Starbucks when they get out of college.
That's a whole sham. That's just come on, man. Why?
When you really could have been using this money for the communities. Let's be honest, man. That's why I hate to push this narrative, but this is why Trump is better, because at least he's still pushing free capitalism, freedom of speech.
That's it.
Are they really doing anything for black people? No, not really.
Man, I don't even go with that HBCU stuff, because come on, man. Why, in what agenda do I have to go pay you more money to try to go be somebody? Why ain't this just regular training? You training me to go be somebody just because you went to college for 4 years, taught by this man who don't even know what damn things. But he's why is you professor making way less than a doctor, but you know the whole ordeal? I don't go for that. That's why I don't believe in going to college for business. None of that.
My dog don't got no college education, and he making more money than people that got 6-year degrees. So I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't even gonna cap, man. I got all my education from prison, man. I said, I sat in prison and learned everything I needed to learn, and came out here just like himself. He taught himself in prison, also continued learning after we got out, to push ourselves to be better. I mean, why do I gotta go spend 100, 300 grand just to go get a job to work my whole life paying you back?
It don't make sense.
I don't agree with that. And what I really don't agree with is when people go to college to learn from these business professors. Bro, if you know all this knowledge and you go make all this money running your own business, why aren't you here telling me about it as a professor?
Cause it's cap.
Come on.
The whole system was designed like this.
Shit, man, just to get more money out of our little pockets. Come on, man.
You got to be going to college to be a physicist.
A physicist, because I'm telling you what's going on with these physicists. You see what's going on with these hurricanes. You see what Joe Biden just said. Joe Biden told Trump, go get a life. I can't create a hurricane.
Yes, sir. Y'all pay attention to what he's saying right here. And this like 10 years ago, bro, that this man said this.
Relevant right
well,
now.
Instead of doing a rain dance, we physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate rain clouds and actually bring down lightning bolts. This is potentially a game changer.
But this is experimental.
It's experimental. However, in the laboratory so far, it works. When you have water vapor and you have dust particles or ice crystals, you can precipitate rain. It condenses around the seeds. These seeds can also be created by laser beams. By firing trillion-watt lasers, you rip apart the electrons, creating what are called ions, and these ions act like seeds, like dust particles, bringing down rain and even lightning. Go ahead.
Well, this fascinates me in part because, too, I remember reading the stories that China had used this during the Olympics, that the USSR had used this after Chernobyl to create rain clouds. I mean, did those really work then? We have some of these capabilities now?
Inconclusive. Even in the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War, to wash out the Viet Cong.
What?
Governments have been playing with this thing.
Alleged to.
Alleged to, right. Now,
come on now.
She ain't trying to get canceled 10 years ago. She trying to
10 years ago, she wasn't trying to get canceled.
But listen to what they saying, though, because now the big news with these hurricanes is all these things man-made. Were these things planned? Because I don't know if you're a conspiracy theorist like ourselves, because I don't mind going down some rabbit holes at night.
It ain't a conspiracy if it's facts.
If it's fact, but I guess it's something to do with a whole bunch of lithium in North Carolina. And these people ain't want to get. Don't quote me. Once again, it's just entertainment.
The mines, the lithium mines.
These people don't want to give up their land and saying no, so that people can't come in. And we all know about energy. If you watch one of the last thing, energy is very important. It's one of the front runners in the economy, especially for America right now.
Yeah, energy, everything.
And when it came down to it, these people ain't want to give up their land so they can start going into these mines and try to do whatever they do with lithium. I don't know exactly how it worked. I just know what I heard, and what I heard, I said, oh, boy, this shit sound kind of crazy. And they don't want to help these people with Hurricane Helene out in North Carolina. They say they're helping, but come on, man.
I went to the FEMA website to see what they had going on, see what they were talking about. I wish I would have had JJ on FaceTime right now. He's a truck driver. You cannot get FEMA trucks. You can't get any other loads. Right now, FEMA's not doing any onboard until next year. So it's like, what's going on?
What the hell going on? You had a truck driver a popular truck driver on the Instagram came out and told y'all, said, listen, usually as us as truck drivers, usually can't wait for a natural disaster to hit so we could take loads there because we know that's where the big money at for them.
Yeah.
He said for some reason on his load board, it's nothing for North Carolina on there.
And what JJ was just saying.
200-mile radius. Y'all can look it up on Instagram. Buddy went ham on it. He like, listen, y'all open your eyes. We don't know why we're not getting loads to go take water, generator, this, that, whatever it may be to this particular area. Make it make sense, man. Then why FEMA came out and also lied and said that they ran out of money? Then a week later, it came out and said they somehow found $7 billion in FEMA money that's unused.
So I went to the website because I was trying to figure this out too. And they say it's a lie. They didn't run out of money. They say that's BS, fake news, all that stuff. I seen the news clip.
I seen it. They say they ran out of money.
Just like they trying to hang Trump for saying about the eating cats and dogs stuff, the Haitians, and that was a news clip. I seen the news clip.
This is a news clip. Just a news clip. But that was big news. Everybody ran with that narrative. Oh, he's this, he need to be in jail, he's racist, he's racist, he's racist. You gave people in North Carolina $750.
For the family.
For the family. What the hell I'm going to do with that?
And you got the website saying that was just what they reached immediately, that they're going to help out further than that. And I just don't understand why they couldn't have helped way more, because they lost everything that they own, everything that they worked hard for. And don't forget, half of what they worked hard for, they paid you in taxes.
Big time, big time. So immediately you had $750, but you immediately had billions of dollars to send cross seas.
Billions of dollars to get illegal immigrants.
Billions of dollars to help all the other people, but you ain't got billions of dollars to help these people in this predicament they in. You're not even trying to send truckers there to bring resources and stuff to help.
They need to make a system where we can vote on different stuff. Like, hey, should we send money to Ukraine?
They should.
No. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell no. Send money to me. I'm broke as hell right now.
Should we send money to help Israel? Should we send money to help whoever, right? They should let the people vote on this type of stuff, because putting these people in power where they feel like we know what's best for y'all, we see what direction this is going in. We see it. You just heard what Elon Musk said.
Yeah, somebody got to break it down to me, man. When did it take? Don't get me wrong. I'm not claiming to be something that I ain't, because I ain't that up on politics and war and this and that. But I hear from the streets, and when ever did it take more than $24 billion to help in a war? Why it ain't finished yet?
Because it's BS. You know, President Zelensky over there in Ukraine talking about North Korea sending soldiers over there to help Russia. So you know what he's about to do? Ask for some more money.
That's what I don't get. I mean, bro, I'm in war right now. I don't need no money. I need you to come ride with me.
Yeah.
To do what we got to do. I thought that's what war was, not a trade of just, hey, here go more money. No, I need soldiers. I need weapons. I need you to pull. I don't need you to send me $24 billion. I think that money go into somebody's pockets. Just entertainment now, just allegedly. Because it don't make sense to me.
Allegedly. It's going on.
Like I said, I'm a small-minded person. Sometimes I'm very small-minded. If I got beef and you send me $100 to handle this beef, hey, listen, bro, just come ride me to go handle this beef. I want this beef over. Let's go run down, do what we got to do, and handle up. I don't need to put billions of dollars in my bank account. I don't get it.
Honestly, Russia tried to end the war. President Zelensky wanted to end the war. We were the ones that said no. Make that make sense. We were the ones that said, no, we'll send you the money for you to defeat Russia. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Russia's playing with them. Come on, man.
Come on, man. They had another hurricane just hit. Hurricane Milton just...
Yeah, if y'all been paying attention to what's going on in Central America, Central Florida, people lost their houses.
Tough one right there in Tampa. Well, I don't get that. I don't get it. Like how they know these hurricanes coming and they telling people, hey, you got to evacuate. You got to evacuate. You got to evacuate. Well, you ain't got some type of system in place to help these people who can evacuate to evacuate. Because some folks had to sit there and ride that shit out.
The thing also is, bruh, if you got these machines that can create these hurricanes and thunderstorms and all this other stuff, I know you could reverse it.
You can stop it. You can stop it, but they don't want to stop it. It's
put them particles back together that you don't separate it, man. Put them particles back together.
And I'm a conspiracy theorist. Hurricane Helene was sent to North Carolina because they want them lithium batteries allegedly, and that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I'm sticking with it because why they still ain't helping these people? It's been weeks, bro. People still suffering out there. What's going on?
And it doesn't add up because the citizens aren't saying what the government's saying. The people that's up there saying FEMA is literally blocking us from helping save people's lives. FEMA is doing this. FEMA's doing that. This part of the reason why they want to cancel TikTok, because you get information immediately from all over the world of what's really going on because people's posting. You see someone gets in a fight, what's the first thing they do? They don't help. They pull their phone out.
That's it. First thing first. And this is another reason why they don't like Trump and don't want Trump in office, because Trump is taking the side of the common brain person like myself, telling them, hey, they not trying to help. To the point Joe Biden went crazy and say, bro, get a life.
That's why Kamala Harris is pushing more restrictions on social media. Hey, We need to cancel what they're saying. They need more strikes. We need this why people like Nikki Haley wants to use our IDs on social media. If we have to do that, it's going to be eventually where there's serious consequences like criminal charges. I don't mean just people finding out where I live and cancel me because I said something about a religious race war or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean literally like criminal charges for you saying the wrong thing and they got your ID.
That's it. Because they want to keep control. And we all know in America, we are controlled through the media. That's the way they control us these days.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want TikTok. They don't want whether Japan or Chinese people to have no control.
And if you don't know who George Soros is, look him up because he owns majority of the media. Them little clips you be seeing where all the news stations be saying the same word for word is because George Soros owns it.
Yeah.
He owns it.
Allegedly, yeah.
No, he owns it. It ain't no allegedly. He owns it. You can look it up. This is public information.
He's still powerful now, George.
And that's the man that be talking about he be comparing himself to God.
So allegedly. You know what
nah, it ain't allegedly. He said that publicly.
We're just talking for entertainment purposes only. We're just letting y'all know this all for entertainment purposes only. Cause we just trying to, know what I'm saying? We just trying to live. Cause I remember, listen, I woke up and said the whistleblower from ABC News, he died in a car crash. And God dog, and I said, damn, they got that man.
You know why? You want to know something else that's going on? Y'all better look up Kamala Harris' husband. You better look up his past. There's some stuff that's coming up looking like P. Diddy. I ain't gonna get into it.
Allegedly, but it's looking like the old Diddy stuff. Oh no.
You go look it up. There's some people coming out talking about he was doing some harassments.
Yeah, Diddy dropped the whole list too.
Did he drop the list?
Dropped the whole list
of the videos?
Nah, a whole list of everybody that was at his parties.
Oh.
He also they also got, I think they
if
want
you
to say
a freak, you a freak.
That's your problem. And they also
if
got
J-Lo's a freak, if Cassie's freak, she shouldn't have gotten her butt whooped. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that shouldn't happen. But
no, don't put your hands on women, man. You're supposed to be a man before anything. You feel me? Protect and provide.
Nah, the only one when it comes to the whole Diddy situation, the one that's bothering me the most right now is they trying to link up LeBron James and if anybody don't know, LeBron James is one of my personal heroes.
He's not mine.
And I don't want to hear it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm not gonna believe it. I remember how they did Michael Jackson, man. I don't believe it.
He's not mine, but I mean,
this is a great black man. This is one of the few great black men you never heard nothing negative about. Been with the same high school chick from day one. I'm a firm believer in that majority of men cheat. But somehow he keep his stuff. I mean, and females as well, not just men. Majority of people cheat. But this is one of the few black men you never heard nothing negative about when it came to his family and relationship with his woman, Savannah, his high school sweetheart. And now they're trying to dirty his name up with this. I don't believe it. And if it happened, she was there and she was cool with it. So I don't believe it.
And we promote nuclear families. We want a man and a woman to have kids and be married and stick through the hard times. We promote it 1,000%. 1,000%.
Leave LeBron alone. Let us get one role model who's fully positive and just do great stuff. In my opinion, one of the greatest players of all time is the greatest player of all time, but also a great dude from what the media portrayed him. But now he's with Diddy, they say. He had one take and say, hey, Diddy, you throw great parties. Okay, you throw great parties.
Man, I'm not going for that, man.
Me neither. I'm not taking it.
Y'all just trying to put everybody in the mix. They got Bootsy. What Bootsy say on that song? Just hit New York City, hooked up with P. Diddy, and now people trying to, come on, man. Y'all got Bootsy messed up, man.
Man, Bootsy ain't doing nothing, man. Hold up. Come on. I'm out of here with this, man, because I don't know what they got going on. I hurt my feelings with that trying to jam up LeBron James, man. I like that, put LeBron my dog, man. One of my few idols in this world, man.
Y'all stay tuned. We'll be back next week. Hopefully we get back together this week. Drop something we can't next week for a fact. Y'all go to the Freedom Inspired page if you're a convicted felon.
Yes, sir.
We're going to start adding content for y'all to basically help educate yourself to put yourself in a situation that'll take care of your finances, man, and help you out for real.
Y'all go hit that link down below, man. Get some of the merch. Well, not this, but don't say merch like that. Lower recidivism, because once again, everything that we do, man. If anybody know how to fix that, man, because it's wild, man. It should be up. Just it's Click on the store that say lowrec.com. It's right there. Your lowrec.store is right there, because get some merch, man. Support the movement, man, because we all about learn recidivism, trying to empower people just like ourselves to move in the right direction, man, the right path, fresh out of prison, doing the right things, and not just being a statistic or a label like they try to put us on, but really making the improvement in our community, especially these kids who need their fathers like ourselves in their lives, man. Low recidivism, man. Freedom expired.